Now, what do I need for today's Minecraft build? Ah yes, sand. Okay, let's go and make this into some glass and fire up the furnace. Now, we wait. Doopy doopy doo. How long does it take to smelt a 64 stack of sand in Minecraft? I mean, long time. That's how long. How about now? Nope, not yet. I guess I could do some farming while we wait. You know what? A super smelter might be a good idea, although I have no clue how to make one. But how hard is Minecraft Redstone really? I'm sure I can figure this out. And that is the plan for today. I want to build some kind of huge, I say huge, it might not be that huge, like auto smelter, so I don't have to sit and wait for ages. And I know for any kind of auto smelter, we're going to need a lot of hoppers. I've already made a few. And I'm hoping this is going to be enough. But I don't think even this is going to be quite enough because that's what 16 chests and hoppers. That doesn't even cover all the hoppers. We're going to need a lot more iron. And what I want this to make is roughly about 32 furnaces. So I'm going to need, well, the idea is it's going to have at least 32 furnaces that will all be powered up. That's 16. That's a lot of cobblestone as well. Have I already bitten off more than I can chew? I've got a kind of a small design. I've actually been working on it in a redstone testing world thing, which we'll pop over to now so you can see it. Is that enough furnaces? Yeah, that's enough furnaces. So this is a place that you guys don't see very often because it's a mess. It's a mess. This is what I've been working on. I was messing around for ages trying to figure out how to get a minecart with a hopper to take like a decent amount of items and like an exact amount. And at first it was only taking like 6 or 7. And I figured out that if you use some water like this, it kind of slows the minecart down enough to go slowly underneath this chest to pick up exactly 32 items. So as you can see at the moment, no items there. But if we go in here, let's get some wood. And if we put 64 in there, and where's the button? I had a button somewhere. There was a button. The button down here? No. I must have switched the button around for this. There we go. See how it goes slowly and then goes across there. Except that's not the one. It's meant to go... There's another one. I swear there's another chest somewhere. Okay, well you can see it's now not taking all the stuff. Yes, it's this minecart here. Okay, so this was actually the fueling chest. We need to move this all along one. I've not quite finished I've not quite finished this design yet. So if you completely forget what we've just seen, and if we get another 64 stack of logs, now we have the logs in here. And this one, it's a similar design. It just kind of goes along one more. I am not very good at showing off my redstone. And if we put a button here and press this minecart underneath here goes along slowly. Why is that rail like that? Okay, we have some serious issues with it. Obviously, this is not going to be the end design. I promise you, it worked. It did work at some point. Okay, right. Test number 3. Is this number 3? And now I'm going to show you my marvelous redstone. Okay, 64 stack of oak logs in there. Minecart with nothing in. And now if we just hit go. Oh my god, this is such a mess. We can see that it still doesn't work because I added this in here. I've obviously messed around with this at some point and it's now not doing what it was doing when I was doing it before. Okay, right, I have now had a play with it and figured out what's gone wrong, so hopefully this will all work. Now we've got our 64 stack of logs in here And if we go down to the redstone, you can ignore this. This is for other stuff. And we press the button. It goes underneath here, nice and slowly. It gets caught up and goes along here and fills up all of these furnaces with at least one log as it goes around. This was working the other day. Okay, it finally did it. That was a lot of testing, a lot of messing around. We finally got 32, which was the plan because I want it to be exactly half a stack every time it pulls something out. And again, exactly half a stack. It turns out, strangely, it's because these blocks there needs to be 2 blocks underneath here as it runs through, followed by these 2 chests. It's very strange because if you change anything like the chest moving over here, it does more, or not having... you know what? I've got no clue how redstone works. But look, there we go. We've got 64 in there. We've currently got none in here, so we know it's going to pick up everything. We hit the button, finally, and 32. And then it will go along 16 furnaces along one side, then 16 furnaces along the other side, coming back to the end, dropping down here, and it should have nothing in it. And then what we're going to do as well is we're going to try and power this redstone rail here every time. Somehow, how are we going to do this? Like this? No, we're going to have to go out further. We're going to have to power the redstone rail by checking if there's anything in here. So if we get a comparator, so we get comparator down here, which will check every time there is something in here, as you can see at the moment. And then because we just want to know if there's even one thing, we'll just put straight away a repeater, which will extend the signal. Pop down some redstone, just going along here. Probably take out this button. There we go. And then this should keep running along whenever there's stuff in here. So if we put 2 stacks, put a 64 stack in there, it'll come in here and be like, oh, okay, there's still more stuff to go. It'll take another 32 and it'll run it around again, putting 1 in each of these at a time, as we can see it going past. Yep, there we go. And it's like, oh, yep, there's still more. So it'll go off again. And now there's nothing. This powers itself off, turning the redstone rail off. And then this comes down and just sits there until we go along now and put in another 64 stack and it goes off again. So it's only going to be going when we've got stuff in here. This isn't probably going to be the layout that I go for. This was just for the testing side of things. My only problem is now is if I mess with anything around this system here, it seems to change how many items it takes every time it goes around, which is a bit of a worry because I need to go around and somehow actually power these things with stuff. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do that yet. Maybe we could have it like bridges going over the top because we do need to make this a building that we kind of go in and out of. Like this here, it could probably go up higher, down like this, so we can actually walk into the building. Or perhaps this will be like the door area here anyway, and you'll have minecarts like going overhead, all these furnaces along here. We could probably switch this around so we can actually get to it. But this is the basic redstone design. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to show you this. This was probably pretty boring. We will get onto a build, I promise. There will be a building around this thing. And now is a new day on the lovely Limelight SMP. It's time we get cracking on the redstone for this stuff here. And don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with any more of the redstone stuff. I'm just going to get this done and then we're going to get cracking on a building. I think I've got it. I know it's a mess right now. I know I said I wouldn't show any more redstone, but I just want to show you this. So I've got it all hooked up. We have it in this kind of weird configuration. It's not 100% reliable, but I'm going to put that down to the server. So now we can put coal in here, and the coal one goes off and starts filling up all of these, which has actually already got quite a bit of coal in each of them. And then this one here, we can fill up, say, with sand. And this goes off and fills them all up with sand. And as it goes up, here we go. They all light up. Oh, that's so satisfying. And now this means instead of having to wait for every one of these to be done with a piece of sand, we just have to wait for, well, we get 32 times the amount as quick. And there you go. Look, you can see the glass coming in now. That is so much quicker. I'm chuffed. But I guess now we need to actually make it look pretty, because we can't leave it like this, can we? Or can I? Now, I'm no amazing redstoner or builder, but I am pretty chuffed with this. And this is it, all finished. Well, pretty much. I think there's still a few things I need to do inside, like there's this hole here. I'm thinking if I use a banner over the top bit here, that might hide it. So hopefully so, because we still need this gap to let the minecart go around it. But I've added some like missing bricks in here at the front just to give it a little bit more texture, and the iron windows, because it's this kind of workhouse, you know, it's not meant to be too pretty. It's meant to be just here to do all the smelting, so it's bound to be a little bit rough around the edges, I guess. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!